Hi, this is Auntie, and I am coming out here with an article that is out in the press today about R. Kelly. The source of the article is from Variety newspaper and Variety's website. It has allegations that that parents accuse R. Kelly of holding their daughters in abusive court report claims. And I am coming to you about this because I have several people who work in the music industry, and they have alleged these things for years. And for it to finally come out to the press, I just thought that it was newsworthy enough for Auntie to get out here and talk about it. According to Variety, 3 sets of parents claim that R&B singer R. Kelly is holding their daughters in an abusive cult, according to a 4,800-word BuzzFeed News report published on Monday morning, July 17th. 3 former associates of the singer also spoke with reporter Tim DeGratis, repeating the parents' accusations and adding details of their own. One says he is a mastermind at mind control. Over the years, R. Kelly has had multiple accusations of sexual misconduct leveled against him, according to a 2008 case where he was acquitted on 14 charges of making child pornography. That case centered around a videotape that prosecutors alleged showed Kelly having sex with a 14-year-old girl. The person who received the tape from an anonymous source in 2000 turned it over to police, where the article wrote the article that launched the investigation. The news report claims that the young women fell under R. Kelly's sway after being brought to him by their parents in an effort to further their music careers, but that he then brainwashed them. Now, you know, this is absolutely horrible that this started because the parents wanted their children to get into the music industry, and they went to R. Kelly, of all people, to go to. I know that this guy writes beautiful songs and stuff like that, but you know what? He's since the days of Aaliyah, this guy has already had allegations against him of, you know, doing different things to minor children. And of course, you know, he was acquitted and stuff like that. But just as a parent and a parent of a girl, I would never want my daughter around no R. Kelly. I mean, rumors are always going around about this guy and his perversion. Okay, anyway, I'm going to keep on reading. According to the parents and the former associates, Kelly, he keeps several young women at his homes in Atlanta and Georgia. 2, he replaces their cell phones with one specifically used to communicate with him, and he forbids them to contact their families. 3, he requires them to call him daddy and asks permission to leave the studio or their residence. 4, he films their sexual encounters with him. And 5, he abuses them physically and verbally. What kind of home are you coming from as a young girl that you would allow somebody to do something like that to you? And I'm not really speaking to the parents. What kind of homes are we bringing our girls in that they would allow some man, you know, whether he be wealthy or not, whether he has prestige or not, to physically and emotionally abuse them? I'm just done. The report withholds the identities of the young women, but claims BuzzFeed News has verified their identities. The 3 former Kelly associates who support the parent claims was Cheryl Mack, Kim Jones, and Asante McGee, say that 6 women live in properties rented by Kelly in Chicago. Y'all, for some reason this thing is freezing, and I really want to get the rest of it to you all. Okay, there it is. The Atlanta suburbs, and he controls every aspect of their lives, dictating what they can eat, how they dress, when they bathe, when they sleep, and how they engage in sexual encounters that he records. What the hell is going on? You mean to tell me that oh my God, let me keep on reading. While some of the parents who have not seen their daughters for many months have contacted police, the young women claim that they are not being held against their wills. Someone said, this is a quote, "She looked like a prisoner. It was horrible." One mother said her daughter in the report, "I hugged her and hugged her, but she just kept saying she's in love with Kelly. He's the one who cares for her. I don't know what to do." I am trying to keep it together. The report says that welfare checks on police the report says that welfare checks by police in both Illinois and Georgia over the past years did not lead to charges, and that one of the young women told police she was fine and did not want to be bothered. I guess she didn't. If she's under mind control, why would she want to be While Kelly has been the target of multiple accusations of sexual misconduct in 1994, he married singer protege Aaliyah when she was 15 years old. The marriage was annulled. We all remember that. The 2008 trial dragged on for 6.5 years and was further weakened by the judge's decision to focus solely on the sex tape and to exclude other claims. The BuzzFeed story says a dozen or more civil lawsuits against Kelly were settled out of court and with cash payments from Kelly. The singer was permitted to tour and record for the years. Whatever. In a 2016 interview with GQ, the singer claimed he had been sexually abused by a relative as a child. He also declined to say whether he was the man in the sex tape video at the center of the 2008 case. Now this right here, y'all, this is sickening. Like, this is absolutely sickening. It says that his lawyer has not reported, will not get back in contact with BuzzFeed. In quotes, "We can only wonder why folks would persist in defaming a great artist who loves his fans, works 24/7, and takes care of all the people in his life. He works hard to become the best person and artist he can be. It is interesting that stories and tales debunked many years ago turn up when his goal is to stop the violence, put down the guns, and embrace peace and love. I suppose that this is the price of fame. Like all of us, R. Kelly deserves a personal life. People, please respect that." Look, this is my whole thing. If these allegations are true, that R. Kelly has these women, these young women caged up under mind control, telling them when they can eat, when they can do this, when they can do that. You know what? If this is true, he's a sick bastard. And the thing about it is, yeah, he may have gotten past stuff. If you draw things out year after year after year and you have enough money and enough the good lawyers, you can get out of anything. Just because he was acquitted and he got out of it does not mean that he is not guilty of what these people are alleging. These parents are alleging that they've tried to contact their daughters, and their daughters are saying that they're fine, that one of the daughters dropped out of school, didn't take her finals, had been missing and everything. And because they are over the age of 16, that this sex is considered to be consensual. I don't know whether or not this is true or not. I am just reporting to you on what is here on this website. And to me, it's just absolutely sickening. Parents, we have got to do a better job with taking care of our girls and making sure that our girls have the self-esteem needed in order to not be prey to somebody like this, if this is what he is doing. I just had to bring it to you. I think that it's absolutely sickening. I am hoping that it is not true, but you know what? At the end of the day, God is our righteous judge, and you know what? Whatever he does, he will pay for it. If this is what this guy's doing, if he's using his money to do this kind of stuff, like I said, he's one sick bastard. And I'm going to be reporting on this again we will keep this as an open-ended conversation, okay? We will be discussing this again because I really have heard some things. Of course, a lot of people have heard some things, and even according to the lawyer, there have been things that have been alleged against him, that he really is a pervert. You know, he's on stage, he yanks people on stage. Allegedly, in one of the reports, you know, there's a guy that picks out the girls, you know, what girl comes up and all of this kind of stuff, and it's just sickening as hell. You know, and for a mom to put your daughter out there because he pulled her up on the stage, you know, from my understanding, and allegedly you have to file a disclaimer or a non-disclosure to even go backstage with him. Who will take that risk? Now, I'm not saying that that's true. Again, these are allegations, just like this report is an allegation. I'm only reporting the news that I read. It's just pathetic that a person like this, as skilled and as talented as he is, that he would have such a perverted mind when it comes down to sex. People, we've got to keep our daughters and our sons safe. It is time out for this kind of behavior. And I am just hoping that these allegations are not true. But leave your comments down at the bottom. Let Auntie know what you think about this. Let me know what you know about this. You know, if you know something or you've heard something, some allegations, put it down below and let's talk about it. Love y'all to pieces. And this is Auntie, and I'm out of here. Mwah.